Back inside the Bank of Colorado Arena, post-game interview with head coach Jenny Huth. Coach, we were just talking off. This team has grown, and you can see it in games like this earlier in the season. When you give up big leads, you lose them. But now Eastern Washington, and then tonight, your team has grown, able to close this game out.
Yeah, it's a process, obviously. I mean, as a coach, I'm just racking my brain. Why can't we sustain a lead, sustain a lead? But, I do want to keep focused on the positive things, and finding a way is a part of our process. And, we're going to have to clean up some things for sure. But what I'm actually pleased about is them only scoring 54 points. They average 75. They lead our league in points per game. So we knew coming in, if we could really limit their half-court offense, we could really do a good job, and I think we focused on that. We're getting better at holding teams down a little bit more. I think we had some lapses without a doubt. Offensively, I think just finding rhythms, but Jazz and Alicia were pretty solid across the board for us.
Yeah, when they scored 22 and 21, I'd say they're pretty solid. You did a great job, though, taking this Northern Arizona team off of the mark shooting their three-point shot. They're a good three-point shooting team, and they shot 16% tonight. You got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something we've talked about all year, is how can we do a better job defending the three-point line. And, this is a little bit difficult matchup at times just because they inbound so quick and they want to push the pace that, you have to kind of put your track shoes on and be ready to do that. But and that's where they get some of their open threes, and I think we did a better job this year especially. Last year we had a lead against the same team at home and didn't close the deal, so I'm just pleased with our growth and learning how and just staying present, staying in the moment, and we're doing a better job with that.
That press really got you guys. You guys turned the ball over 6 times on that press alone.
Mm-hmm.
Something you're going to talk about tomorrow between this game and Saturdays?
Yeah, I mean, I think you start getting more comfortable the more you see it. Without Jaden, I think Jaden just has a natural knack to be able to handle the press. And but I thought, at times we did okay. We just need to attack it more and get layups. And I think if we can do that, I think they'll pull it off a little bit more. But when you start feeling like, oh, I can turn them over, it's like sharks to blood. And so all you have to do is just relieve a little bit of pressure, and you can get it beat and get some layups out of it.
But the team did a good job tonight getting the ball down low to Alicia Davis. I mean, a couple passes over the top.
Yep.
There were some beautiful assists from Michaela Eisenbart. Alexis Chapman had a couple nice assists. That's what I'm seeing in another area of growth, is not forcing those passes inside, letting Alicia get her spot and then giving her the ball in a good manner.
Yeah, and I think we learned a little bit in some of the other games where we were forcing it too much, but I think they could see the openings, and Alicia did a better job sealing, sometimes getting in front of her man and other times calling for the lob. I thought she read that sealing opportunity really well for us today.
Coach, this is a weird one. We're used to having 2 in the same place, but now you got to go on the road to Northern Arizona on a quick turn, a Saturday afternoon game.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird situation, and we're all kind of just managing it and figuring out the best way to do it. But, we'll watch film. We'll get some things cleaned up for sure tomorrow and be ready to attack them, because I think having that home split, the advantage is for them at their home place. But I think, no doubt about it, we have some pieces that they can't match, and that's inside, particularly with Alicia. And, when we can stretch the defense a little bit more and not let that press bother us, I think those are some things that we'll really hone in on.
Coach, I know you don't always look at the numbers, but I look at them 6-5 after a slow start in conference. You got to be happy with where the Bears are sitting and the way you're playing right now.
Yeah, and I think it's just step by step, one game and one possession. I think one of the things we really want to focus in on is that second half. We have really good starts. And, I think teams are like, okay, just stay steady, because you'll be able to come out. So we've talked about that and just say, what does it look like for us to hold a lead and to keep a lead? And I think we did, actually. We kept the lead the whole game and never relinquished it, but just are learning how to push it to 20 or, from 10 to 12 to 14 to 18 to 20. And so then down that stretch, you're really clean and everybody's moving the ball well. But, we're learning and we're growing, and I'm just happy with just our growth from last year even to this year. And, we were 8-12 in conference last year. So, we're really trying to flip that, and we want to finish in the top 4 of the league. So we get a bye in the first round, and then it's kind of anyone's game. So that's the goal, and that's what we shoot for. But you do that by persistence and focus and having your game goals met.
Well, good game tonight, Coach. Good finish. Now you got to go get your jackets and your warm weather gear out and head to Flagstaff. They had 2 feet of snow the other day, so you might need to bring a snow shovel with you as well, Coach.
Yeah, I hear. All right, thanks so much.